that you, Wes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about 3 tonne behind where we was at this stage last year. The price is about half of what it was last year as well, so everyone's taken a pretty hard financial hit this year.
Girls catching up. Yeah, we haven't been out since January.
Lobster boat skipper Cracker is struggling to pay his bills. He's down $150,000 in lost revenue for the month.
Yeah, living in hope.
It's a bit of a crisis at the moment.
A $50,000 deal is on the table to supply 1 tonne of big red lobsters.
There's a lot of pressure for not only my family, for Scott's family. There's a lot of families relying on us catching the fish.
But there's a problem.
A few more boats about than I thought. There's not much room left here.
His secret lobster hunting ground has just been invaded.
We've got 4 days to go. We need 780 kilo. There's boats everywhere. Chances of us hitting target this trip are not real good at the moment, so I'm not very confident we're going to hit it. I think we're...
This time,
Mark, the amount of risk we take, the rewards, it's just not paying off here at the minute.
the hunt for red gold heats up
Dickhead. Christ.
as the Aussie lobster men double down.
Here goes another $300. We're pushing the limits a bit harder in the dinghy. They're down 150 grand. That's my day's catch. That's it.
To stop their livelihoods
Making it really hard to hold my breath.
from going under.
Family's everything, like, it's just, that's what you're here for.
Southeast Bight, Tasmania.
Pain in the ass it is.
In the dinghy? Ah, that might make us go to plan B. I don't have a plan B.
On board the Kaikoura, skipper Cracker and deckhand Scotty have woken to fierce competition.
Right. It does make it hard with other boats around. You're limited to where you can go. At the moment, there's 4 other boats and they're all trying to get their gear in here and they're all fighting for room. Yeah, there's going to be enough to be a pain, I think.
Despite market insecurity gripping the fleet, lobstermen live and die by an unwritten moral fishing code.
There is definitely etiquette around here. You've got to give the other guys plenty of room, so makes it hard when you're pulling gear if there's pots, you know, your pots and their pots all next to each other. It's, yeah, just makes it hard. There you go, $100.
The industry is on its knees. Lobstermen are taking extreme measures to earn a living. Cracker has a wholesale fish buyer willing to pay $50,000.
We could be in trouble here.
But with just 4 days to catch 784 kilos of lobsters, the deal is on shaky ground.
Just going north to try and find a spot where there's no one else. And I've been fishing over 30 years, since I was 16. I haven't seen it this bad before. There's definitely pressure as far as that goes. Everyone's got to cover their bills and we've all got mortgages. And it's, yeah, not only the financial pressure, it's the pressure of bringing Scott back safe and bringing the boat back safe. It's all on my shoulders. It's just the job. That's the job I've took on.
With a massive payday hanging in the balance and a family to support, the 30-year veteran desperately needs to find unoccupied lobster hunting grounds.
I can see a mast in here. Looks tall. I think we're second here. Don't beat us. How you going, Yarny? All right. We're not as happy now we've seen you, but but that happens. All right. Good luck. Good luck, little boys. Well, that planned, didn't it?
514 kilometres to the north.
No, we'll just take that one with us. We haven't got time to stuff around.
The market crisis has left most of the Bass Strait fishing fleet grounded at port.
A lot of the boats are tied up at the moment, so hopefully we've got a bit of opportunity while the boats are tied up that we can get a few while no one's looking, I suppose. Yeah, that's the plan.
Skipper Danny and deckhand Macca are the exception. They're heading out to sea on the William Norling.
Off we go. The market is not there. We're going to go and catch some anyway. Hopefully we can sell them. Look, we can live off some money, but we can't live off none. So it's better than sitting at home. If I sit at home stewing about it, thinking about it, that it hurts even more. Yeah, so I've just bought my brother Lincoln out of half the operating side of the business. Well, at the moment, I'm up for a couple of hundred, and probably looking down the barrel of, during the separation, there'll be another 100 on top of that, I reckon. So I'll be up for 300 grand.
Danny's plan to cover the $300,000 settlement fee starts with a gamble. To try and catch 1,000 kilos of lobsters without having locked in a buyer.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak outlook. It's a bit frosty, but we'll just do what we can do. It's just, anyway, it is what it is. Now that's a cray.
Danny is a hardened lobster hunter.
Always want one more, don't you? So we get 600, we want 601. We get 601, we want 602, and so on and so on.
The William Norling caught over 18 tonnes last year.
150 kilos worth today, about $15,000 worth of fish. I think we'll call it a success.
But the lobster price has dropped by $60 per kilo since then. Market demand is weak.
The price at the moment is $45 for under a kilo and $55 for over a kilo. They want 1.5 to 3 kilo, but not over 3. So a bit like Goldilocks' porridge, not too hot, not too cold, just right. So we will prevail.
If Danny can't find a fish buyer before he returns to port in 9 days' time, he'll be in the red to the tune of $27,000 worth of running costs.
What's the swell look like down on the wall there, Macca?
Adding to Danny's pressure, he's recruited new deckhand Macca.
Right, we're all good to go, Macca?
After he and his long-running employee Rick parted ways.
Macca. It's just different crew. When you've had the same crew for so long, like we had Rick for 15 years, and then you've got a new guy, it's things are done a bit differently. Right, Macca, no tangles out here. No tangles, no tangles. Yep. Don't let it tangle, Macca. I've got a bit of extra pressure on me too, like you wake up with it in the morning, like the weight's on you. You know, you want to catch fish. You just have to catch fish. There's no want to, you just have to. So you haven't got time to drag your feet. What did I just say to you? Don't be naughty. Just hang on for a little bit and just let the rope run and throw the floats at the end. You've just got to keep going. There's no room for error.
It's like a whole bunch of sharks mating. It's not really what I want. It's not really what I want to see in the morning either.
550 kilometres southeast, 25-year-old greenhorn skipper Bryce is 3 days into his nightmare maiden voyage.
Nothing but sharks. Draft board sharks won't pay the bills. Not even worth eating.
Bryce borrowed $150,000 to buy his first lobster boat just weeks before the market collapsed.
Bit worried about what's going to happen. I've only got 15 lobsters on. Not even going to cover the food bills. So I need at least 120 to break even now. I don't really want to go home early. Without a grapple.
Bryce's decision to run a one-man operation has cost him an extra $1,050.
Well, the anchor winch has decided to stop working.
Following a series of rookie errors.
Yep, that's it. You got a winch again.
Hey, It's a bit embarrassing. Something so small, like a little button, caused us to come all the way back home. A few nice fish. Now we're fishing. And it'd be nice if every pot was like this.
The lone skipper needs to catch 140 kilos in the next 24 hours or the trip will be a failure.
Just piss poor effort. Need 100 more to just break even. But I've got to be home tomorrow, so hope the pots today are good. Come on, lobsters. Move. Here goes another $300. That's what happens when you shoot your gear close to each other. You didn't see where the pot was, reversed, didn't think it was there. Last second realised it was, lost it. This is what happens when you run over your pot. So pot's gone, nothing. Another loss for the trip.
Island.
The Kaikoura has wasted half a day searching for new unoccupied fishing grounds.
Nah, we got it to ourselves. We're all alone. Yep, no one's here. We've got it all to ourselves. Not a boat inside.
Hopefully the fish are running and yeah, we can put some money in the bank.
Not going to be much profit in this trip. Oh, yep.
Crackerr and Scotty have 784 kilos of lobsters. A $50,000 payday is at stake.
How do you feel like a competition? See who catches the most Bráis?
You're on. Roast dinner?
You're on.
Crackerr has waged a tasty side bet.
I'm going to absolutely flog the arse off Scott, expecting 10 on wall, and then he's going to get all the rest. And yeah, I think he's going to have his tail between his legs. Yep. Bingo.
Taking all the cream, all the creamy spots, but I also have plenty.
Just digging our way into some shallow holes. It's where the other guys don't go. That's where the big ones live.
Cracker's high-risk strategy involves targeting big red lobsters along the dangerous shoreline.
Rocks. Can we hit them? We'll hit a few before the end of the day, don't worry.
Shallow water and opposing currents can make for the perfect storm.
Naomi doesn't really know how the dinghy operates on the west coast. I don't tell her everything. We only tell her what she needs to know. Oh, like that.
So these waters aren't fished very often because of the wild weather, and you still get that odd freak wave. I've got to keep on wave watch.
Yeah, Scott. It's pretty important to keep the bow end of the waves here. Yeah, we could cop a big wave over the back and sink it pretty easy here, so very important. We're pushing the limits a bit harder in the dinghy. We're after the big red fish and we're down 150 grand, so we've got to make it up this trip.
They might have the location to themselves, but if something goes wrong, they're a long way from help.
West coast of Tassie's that remote. We're about 18 hours away from home. This is where the big lobsters are. And... You all right, Scotty? Yeah. It's just a little bit bloody dodgy. Hold on.